like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
A fall aeration by Judson Irrigation will help maintain your lawn by maximizing the effectiveness of your watering and fertilization. Judson will flag the locations of your sprinkler heads, followed by a deep core aeration to give your lawn the breath of fresh air it needs. Schedule your aeration today. Your lawn will love you for it.
Let us aerate today to ensure a healthy head start for your lawn next spring. Go to judsonirrigation.com or call Judson Bylene 402-420-6277.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Landmark Implement helps you put dirt in its place with increased accuracy and greater speed thanks to the John Deere Smart Grade. This fully integrated 3D grade control system boosts job site productivity and reduces labor costs with fewer passes and less wasted material, meaning more bids won and higher margins. No masts, no cables, just clear views of the job site. Visit your local Landmark Implement today and discover the profit-boosting power of the Smart Grade and experience the Landmark difference.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Raising Cane's is celebrating our golden birthday, but not just with the deliciously golden hand-battered chicken fingers you know us for. We're talking precious metal, baby. We're starting the party by giving away over $100,000 worth of golden prizes, including gold coins, bars, and nuggets. That's right, Cane's got nugs, gold nugs. Visit RaisingCanesBirthday.com for a chance to win a piece of the golden celebration.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big with Action. Visit actionlincoln.com/Huskers to learn more.
Promotion valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Huskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. It is a Nebraska football victory Monday, ranked in the polls. First four out in the college football playoff. Man, it feels good to be in the nation.
Yeah, I suppose so. Good morning, AG. How's life down in H-Town?
Life is good. It's about 77. A little bit cloudy, but it's all good.
I don't know what it is here right now. It's pretty nice though outside.
Yeah,
it is. I'm trying to.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's about. I think today's high is supposed to be like 89 or 90. And let me see here. AG's
a little emotional with that victory on Saturday.
What happened to your voice, AD?
Oh, there was a lot of yelling going. And I'm not going to say a whole lot today. I'm just going to kind of. I do have to speak tomorrow in Illinois, so I got to be very careful with the voice today. I actually thought about not doing it at all, but I was like, well, it's Colorado victory. So
maybe you just got to warm it up.
I'm just going to say this and get this out. Hey, damn, it feels good to be a Husker.
Man, AG. Oh, bro.
True that.
I mean, it was weird, AG, talking to a lot of the guys on Friday night, Saturday at the game. And just see the overall. If I'm gonna put it this way, and I'm just gonna let you guys keep going on. It feels good to be Husker, man. Feels good to be from the state of Nebraska and supporting our squad and to see what fashion they did it. It was just there's so many words to describe it, man. Insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just thought. I mean, gosh dang, guys, the weekend had so much hype going into it, and I think ultimately it all lived up to it, right? Like the game, Nebraska came out really, really strong. The fan, the environment was incredible. Yep. It was just a really, really good weekend. Obviously, Nebraska winning certainly helps that piece of it. But gosh, it was just a weekend that lived up to the expectation. Mm-hmm. And now Nebraska has some more responsibility to take care of, right? It's Northern Iowa week. Yep. We saw what happened with Penn State and Bowling Green, where Penn State narrowly escapes Bowling Green at home.
Notre Dame.
Just 1 week after an emotional, a pretty convincing win on the road at West Virginia, though. Mm-hmm. You can't have a letdown this week now against Northern Iowa. Now, I think Nebraska's going to take care of business and they'll be fine. But ultimately, you can't have a letdown because you got to keep on climbing, because before we know it, Big Ten Conference play will be here. And Nebraska, if they keep taking care of business, they'll be right in the thick of all the important conversations.
Yeah.
We
A lot of questions.
Number of questions. And we'll definitely allude to these. Most of the 9 o'clock hour is going to be around all of those, those questions and the game stats, etc. What else am I going to say here?
Hey, wake up! Is it a hangover? Good gracious!
I'm looking at the
I'm
text.
I'm just looking at all three of y'all right now.
Oh, don't say all three.
Yes, all three of you.
Just
All
sitting over there
three of
quiet.
you.
AG, I left my voice in that stadium on Saturday.
Man,
Yeah, there's not a
come
lot.
on, wake up! Let's go.
There's so many.
Damn, it
texts
feels good
here.
to be a Husker. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, this energy got to be here all year long, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
You
don't
know what I'm
understand?
saying?
I got to be
Wake
able to
up.
talk.
Wake up! I don't want to hear no excuses. Wake
It
up.
has nothing to do with lack of sleep. It's just the voice is not there.
Yeah. What are you
You
drinking?
don't need energy. You have no voice. You have to bring the energy. I ain't got my voice is about to leave, but I got to bring the energy, y'all.
Yeah. Lead us, AG. Lead us.
Hey, we got Northern Iowa coming in. We're gonna treat them just like the #1 Big Ten team.
Yeah.
Okay. They get no preferential treatment.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it to Northern Iowa just like we
Get it
gave
up,
it to
AG.
Colorado. Okay. Wake up. Oh yeah,
Well, you know
y'all.
what? No, you know
So
what?
I need to be in
Again,
studio now. I see what's got to go on. I see it because the energy is low. We need to get it high. We got Northern Iowa coming
Look
in
at this
because
guy.
they're gonna play us like they're #1, like we the
Look
#1
at this
team in
guy.
the country. And this is how we won games, AD. You know this.
Yes.
Cow.
Yes.
You know this.
Fire on Monday.
Hey, I'm just looking at all three of y'all.
Oh, I'm starting to rise up.
Raff,
Fired up now.
AD.
The thing
And
I
I'm like, are these
understand
dudes
is
still in the bed? You still got pajamas on?
you got to understand,
Yeah,
Chief.
y'all
it has
acting
nothing-
like y'all got pajamas on.
It has
That's what
nothing
I
to
was
do
gonna
with the lack of energy. It just I don't have a voice.
Hey, that's an excuse. That's an excuse.
No, that is called my moneymaker for tomorrow. Is what that's called.
Hey, you better get that. You better get the lemon in the water.
Yes.
You better get the Himalayan salt. Whatever you need to do,
Hello.
get
Yeah.
your voice right. All right. Come on, man. It's the drive. Wake up. We got people driving to work. They want to hear us talk, and everybody sleep
There we go.
acting like they just woke up. Let's go.
AG bringing the fire.
Let's go.
Well, we can reset. We can reset because
Thank
we do
you.
we do have a lot of
Because if this was a practice, we would reset this practice
Yes,
and
the
go right
drive.
back to individual drills and keep this thing going. Let's
Is this
go.
usually how I am? Is this how you guys view me? Because AG's out of control right now. I mean,
Hey, I'm facts. This is facts right now.
no, but
AD know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
we
If
can
we had a bad practice with Coach O, it would be reset and everybody be looking at each other like, hey, you better get it going.
well
Better
we
wait
can.
going up.
We
Wake
can,
up, guys.
we can take a commercial break, reset. When we come back, we do have a lot of college football news to get to.
Exactly.
Notre
We had
Dame-
college football. We had NFL week 1. We had upsets. Come on. We had
Notre
injuries.
Dame, Notre
Yeah.
Dame, obviously, the Cy-Hawk
Let's go.
Trophy. We got a lot of stuff to get to over the course of the next hour and a half.
Let's get it.
So, all right, Raffy, AD, take us to break, my man.
Raff, take us to break.
Come on.
All right, everyone. We're going to take a little break here. We're going to regroup. We're going to have that AG fire when we return. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Get it.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate Pregame Show, brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raising Cane's, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through September 15th, enjoy 8-ounce USDA Choice Boneless New York strip steaks for $7.99 each. USDA Choice Boneless Beef Crock Pot Roast for $4.99 per pound, fresh salmon fillets for $9.99 per pound, and Busch Light 30 packs for just $18.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Landmark Implement helps you put dirt in its place with increased accuracy and greater speed thanks to the John Deere Smart Grade. This fully integrated 3D grade control system boosts job site productivity and reduces labor costs with fewer passes and less wasted material, meaning more bids won and higher margins. No masts, no cables, just clear views of the job site. Visit your local Landmark Implement today and discover the profit-boosting power of the Smart Grade and experience the Landmark difference.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Raising Cane's is celebrating our golden birthday, but not just with the deliciously golden hand-battered chicken fingers you know us for. We're talking precious metal, baby. We're starting the party by giving away over $100,000 worth of golden prizes, including gold coins, bars, and nuggets. That's right, Cane's got nugs, gold nugs. Visit RaisingCanesBirthday.com for a chance to win a piece of the golden celebration.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products. Exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddle's Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddle's Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddle's Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddle's Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more, all at Riddle's inside Gateway Mall.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I was noticing on your website you have more than 150 new 2024 and 2025 Hondas in stock right now.
Yes, we do, Charlie. Neat when you drive by and see all the cars on our lot, and we have most all models and all different colors available, and we even have more than hundreds on the way. We also have the all-new, all-electric 2024 Honda Prologue in stock right now. We have a few of them to choose from. Plus, qualified buyers get financing from just 1.9% APR.
How about your pre-owned selection?
I talk to a lot of my customers and friends, and they still think that we just sell brand new Honda, but we sell all different models, make of pre-owned cars, and we have more than 100 to choose from right now.
Well, maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday, Victory Monday. Bringing that AG fire.
There you go, Raff. I like it. That's a little better. You trying. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
It's a big day for me. AG accepted my friend request on Facebook. Yeah.
Well, I think
Thanks, AG.
Yeah, you're welcome, Raff.
Here's the thing. I think so. Raff tried there. AD's trying. He just can't. And I know this, especially state basketball time comes around. You try to use your excitement, and it just doesn't come out. It just doesn't happen. Guys, Notre Dame over the weekend. That's probably one of the biggest stories, biggest upset, obviously, of the weekend. It is. Notre Dame falls to Northern Illinois over the weekend. Northern Illinois, led by an alum, former player for the Huskies, Thomas Hammock. I remember talking about Thomas Hammock, their coach, when they played Nebraska last year. It was actually Matt Rule's first win was Thomas Hammock and Northern Illinois back in 2023. Now, here's another thing, though. Might have been second. Excuse me, because North Dakota might have been the first. Nope, just kidding. Nope, it would have been Thomas Hammock. Anyway, just kidding. So here's what I would say. So Northern Illinois enters the AP poll. They're now ranked 25th in the country. Notre Dame drops from 5th in the country to 18th in the land. People are saying, now, here's where I might disagree. People are saying that Notre Dame has no shot to make the college football playoff. It's 12 teams. If they keep on winning, they may be 11-1, right?
Yep,
right.
And there's some really good opportunities for them to win on their schedule going forward. Not the toughest of tough schedules. You would have to remember this also. Even if they were ranked, let's say hypothetically, they went 12-0 and were rated number 2 or number 1 in the country in the AP poll, because they're not in a conference, they are not or they're not able to get either of the top 4 seeds in the college football playoff. So they would have been seeded 5th in the college football playoff nonetheless, regardless of anything, because they don't have a conference affiliation. So they could have been ranked number 1 and been seeded 5th. That's the highest that Notre Dame will ever be seeded until they join the college or an actual conference. So for this point, they could be 5th, they could be 12th. They don't care. I think they're certainly still having a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, they got a full team hack there, or they make it into the playoffs.
But like you said, though, they got a little bit of a schedule remaining in front of them, so I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that 11-1 is in their cards. Even though, I mean, they have a decent coach, Nick. I believe that's your guy.
It is. I mean, here's the thing, though. So here's what their schedule looks like, and I would actually say that they have a pretty light schedule going forward. That's where I would say. So this is their schedule going forward: Purdue, Miami, Ohio, Louisville at home. Stanford at home, Georgia Tech, Navy, Florida State at home, Virginia, Army, and then their last game on the road at USC.
Yeah,
that's the schedule that they have, right?
They're going to lose at USC.
Yeah, they could potentially use there for sure.
Potentially, sure. Okay, so even at 10-2, right? Like that's why the country and the NCAA wanted to do this 12-team playoff eventually. It was just so that they could have the opportunity to play meaningful games in November, even if you do drop it. Now, there is obviously certainly concern because in Marcus Freeman's 2 years of being the Notre Dame head coach, he's dropped a non-conference game against Marshall at home, and now he's dropped a non-conference game against unranked Northern Illinois at home as well. So they've had some really bad losses in Marcus Freeman's first 2 years, but as we saw in week 1, they had a pretty nice win on the road at A&M as well.
True.
Very true. Very true. So you got USC, you got potential Georgia Tech. That'll be a game. And then Florida State could get things together, right? They had a rough start there, but you could definitely bounce back and then get them rough. So it'll get interesting.
If Florida State, I think right now they're in major trouble, man.
Yeah.
They're led a team that's 0-2, and there's also they have a quarterback issue right there. Let me ask you guys this about Florida State real quick. Do you think they have buyer's remorse with DJU?
No, you can't have that right now. I'll say that. I say as a coaching staff now, you got to just say, you know what, this is who we got to roll with. I know we picked them up and the NIL and all that stuff, but if you are worried about that, then you're going to continue to put yourself behind the 8-ball in terms of preparing for the next teams that coming up, and then promote, and then not promote, but be in the line to have more losses that you don't need to lose, basically.
Well, and also what you're saying with Florida State right now too is like, I don't know if you have buyer's remorse with him, but how long do you go before you say maybe we start getting ready for next year? And what do you have? What's
well, I think it might be hard to operate in that way, just because from the standpoint of Mike Norvell's future is full of uncertainty right now.
Big time.
And
Big time.
I understand like Mike Norvell can't operate like he's going to be fired. That's not fair to the Florida State program. But he's also got to really focus on this year because Florida State has lost now. Has dropped 2 big games, right? And 2 games where the country is watching. The country is watching what you're doing. I go back to the offseason when they had Cam Ward on campus, who ended up going obviously to Miami, but then DJ Uiagalelei, and it makes me wonder what the behind the scenes stuff went on there. Right? Was it simply an NIL opportunity for Cam Ward and why he chose Miami, or could he foresee this? Right? Yeah. Because now you look at those 2 quarterbacks and DJ Uiagalelei, who wasn't highly coveted out of the portal. He had a couple of opportunities, right? But you saw Ohio State was never really in on him. It's not like a Syracuse was in on him like they were with Kyle McCord. It was Florida State that was really the only school that you really heard about, because you also knew that Notre Dame was pretty dead set on getting Riley Leonard from the Duke Blue Devils. Yep. So was it almost a case of it was comfortable for Florida State? They got a notable name out of the portal, and they didn't have to do a lot of the legwork. Where with Miami and Cam Ward, it was maybe a little tougher because there were a lot more schools trying to fight for Cam Ward's services. Yep. So now Cam Ward, a couple weeks into the season, is certainly a Heisman contender. Miami looks like probably the best team in the ACC, and Mario Cristobal, his job seems to be safe for now. I mean,
winning does it all, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
the change in storylines from just 2 weeks ago, ahead of August, ahead of week 0, essentially, the storylines have changed dramatically in just 2 weeks. But to that point, they can change back the other way just as quick.
You guys, another game that was of interest. I got 2 more. I kind of want to bring up a little bit. Was Iowa State getting it done at Kinnick Stadium against Iowa, man? Like I said, Iowa State was ranked number 21. Iowa was not ranked at the time, but to be up to win that game in Kinnick. And I don't know the last time they've won in Kinnick, to be honest with you. And I have to look that up if any of you guys know when that was.
Usually Iowa State struggles with Iowa.
No matter if it's home or in Kinnick Stadium, and they took care of business at Kinnick Stadium because that was one I was kind of just watching on my phone a little bit, just kind of the score.
The stadium, we just walked into the stadium where they kicked the field, and
absolutely,
it was kind of the ooh,
right,
so.
Absolutely. So 2019, Iowa State knocks off obviously that interstate game. It's. I was glad to see. Well, we all know none of us like Iowa, man. Same time they lose, I'm loving it. But for Iowa State to get it done in Kinnick was huge, y'all. It was huge.
How about this, guys? How about this? So Iowa State surprisingly has won pretty often in Iowa City, and this is I'm looking this up game by game. So they obviously win 20-19 this Saturday in Iowa City. Iowa State wins in 2022 in Iowa City as well, and then Iowa ended up winning every match between 2015 and 21. But then 2014 in Iowa City, Iowa State gets it done. 2012 in Iowa City, Iowa State gets it done. So there's been a decent number where Iowa State has gone on the road. But yeah, just like everybody else, you walk away from a game against Iowa and go, man, we really should have beaten them. And yet you don't know how you lost the game.
Right.
So
Big Bird says the road team has won the last 4 Cy-Hawk trophies. So that's interesting on the road. And folks, I assure you, there'll be a lot of Husker talk. We're doing that the whole next hour because there's so much to break down. We didn't want to interrupt and keep going to commercial because that one, there's so many things to discuss with that game.
There's also, there's a lot of text that we want to get to on the text line. I think there's a lot of conversations surrounding should Sanders leave in the field early. I might have an unpopular opinion on that one. But so there's a lot of conversations around should leave in the field early. Just on the way Colorado operates, it was pretty interesting to be on the sideline for that. AD, I know you were too. To be kind of down there with all the cameras and with all the people. There were certainly things that we can dive in for that. But we do have history coming up in the next segment. Absolutely. It's a good day of history. It's a Monday. Nebraska's 2-0 for the first time in at least 5 years. And Nebraska, takes care of business on Saturday. So
absolutely.
All right, Raffy, take us to break.
All right, we'll throw the break. The Drive 93.7. The Ticket.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I was noticing on your website you have more than 150 new 2024 and 2025 Hondas in stock right now.
Yes, we do, Charlie. It's neat when you drive by and see all the cars on our lot, and we have most all models and all different colors available, and we even have more than hundreds on the way. We also have the all-new, all-electric 2024 Honda Prologue in stock right now. We have a few of them to choose from. Plus, qualified buyers get financing from just 1.9% APR.
How about your pre-owned selection?
I talk to a lot of my customers and friends, and they still think that we just sell brand new Honda, but we sell all different models, make of pre-owned cars, and we have more than 100 to choose from right now.
Well, maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
At Anderson Auto Group, we know your time is valuable. That's why, as part of our Experience Better process, we're pairing you up with a guide. It's one person dedicated to helping you from start to finish, making the process faster and easier. No more waiting, frustration, or spending countless hours at the dealership. At Anderson Auto Group, we want to help you take your time back and get you in the perfect vehicle. Contact us to get paired with a guide today. Experience Better at Anderson Auto Group.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies and it will be breezy. See an afternoon high around 90. Tonight, partly cloudy and breezy. Low around 64. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers in the morning. Otherwise, mostly sunny and breezy with a high around 93. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Raising Cane's is celebrating our golden birthday, but not just with the deliciously golden hand-battered chicken fingers you know us for. We're talking precious metal, baby. We're starting the party by giving away over $100,000 worth of golden prizes, including gold coins, bars, and nuggets. That's right, Cane's got nugs, gold nugs. Visit RaisingCanesBirthday.com for a chance to win a piece of the golden celebration.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial or residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to MWRbuildingandfence.com.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping. Thrift camping is saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
Oh, right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday, a Nebraska football victory Monday. I got to celebrate these because there was a lot of years there where there weren't that many fun Mondays.
Well, just even history here this morning, in 2019, speaking of histories, and there's been a lot of histories, y'all. We know where, man, you would think you were going to win the game, and we would do something towards the amount of self-inflicted wounds that Nebraska football has suffered over the years has just been catastrophic, and that's why this game on Saturday, this past Saturday, was such a huge, even you guys from a psychological standpoint to those guys.
Yeah,
from a psychology, for the psychology of the state as far as that goes, man. It's like, okay, you jump up 14, then you jump up 21, then you jump up more. Just kind of like, okay. Honestly, now I'm gonna get to that at the 9 o'clock.
You were waiting for something to break.
Yeah,
you were waiting for something to break and go Colorado's way, and it never really did.
No, it never really did.
Second half maybe didn't go Nebraska's way, but it certainly wasn't in favor of Colorado.
Mm-hmm. Well, in 2019, history-wise,
oh no,
thankfully this didn't happen again.
Oh no,
but just to kind of show the significance of why this is so important, 2019 Nebraska, we blew a 17-point. 17-0 in the third quarter and wound up losing in overtime 34-31. And that's almost, what's that?
2?
Colorado.
34-31 to Colorado. So we've seen that so many times. And that's why this Saturday's game was so significant for a lot of different reasons. 2019 Nebraska drops one at 34-31 overtime against Colorado. What you got, Rafferty?
Well, since yesterday did not go all that well, I guess I'll be positive about today.
Talking about your Broncos.
Shush. This day in 1960, the Denver Broncos won the very first AFL football game, 13-10 over the New England Patriots, or maybe Boston Patriots at that time. So those were the better days.
Should we talk about the Broncos real quick?
We'll get there eventually.
When?
We may not. We're going to say it right now because we may not get there because the rest of the hour is going to be on Huskers
all
next.
Right.
I thought Bo Nix, Raff, he looked like a rookie. He had some great throws, and he had some other ones. They're like, you can do that in college, but not the pros. I don't think there was anything to where that would have me alarmed, though. You know what I'm saying? Because there was some passes he thrown that he would have gotten away with in college. That you just can't throw that in the pros.
Well,
he's going to see that.
Well, he's a rookie, which he's staring down receivers. He also had some drops, which that hurt him a little bit too. That could have maybe got him going. But one thing that I did like.
You good over there, Raff? You kind of just swerving a lot. You anxious?
Hey, I'm always anxious.
Okay.
But the one thing that I did like is being in that environment. I mean, Seattle's usually notoriously loud and stuff like that. There was only one delay of game penalty.
Mm-hmm.
And when it came down to the end of the game and it was time to, Denver, for all intents and purposes, it was 26-13. I was like, oh, Denver's in trouble. Denver was one step away from getting the ball back for a final drive. And I just wanted to see what he was going to be like in that final drive. So he's going to be okay. He'll be fine.
All right. AG, what you got, my man?
Yeah, I got a nice little antidote here. So Sega Dreamcast, the console came out in this month and on this day, September 9th, 1999. And a few games came out that I definitely enjoyed. One of them in particular, Sonic's Adventure. So Sonic the Hedgehog had a game come out. So yeah, the console itself. And the cool thing about it, man, I was on NFL 2K. I was the motion capture body for running backs, linebackers, DBs, and safety. So if you looked at any player from the skill position to defensive guys on the back end, you were looking at my body moving, running, jumping, and everything. I did the motion capture out in it was the San Francisco area. That's where some of the EA offices were way back when in 1999. So that's pretty cool experience though. So
I love it. I love it.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Folks, when we come back.
Oh, we got a birthday.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we got a birthday. Nice.
Big game Bob Stoops. Born on this day back in 1960. I will say this. Oklahoma's thing they do between third and fourth quarter with tribute to Toby Keith is pretty cool now, too.
I haven't seen that. Tribute to Toby?
Yeah, they play the music. It's pretty cool.
That's what they did at Oklahoma State for baseball. And if after the 7th inning stretch, they play a Toby Keith song.
That's cool.
Friends in Low Places. And the entire stadium stands up and you put your arms around Garth Brooks, excuse me. They play Garth Brooks and they go swaying back and forth. Thank you, Raff. I appreciate that.
I love it.
So anyway, yeah, it's been cool. Here's what I think. I think we should really do a text line in the next segment, right?
We are.
So,
We're
send your questions.
Send your questions.
Yes.
We're going to read a lot of your texts. Like I said, we're going to use it for the whole second hour and talking Husker football because it was a monumental win. Of course, Nebraska taking care of business, Colorado 28-10, Memorial Stadium. We'll talk about Shedeur leaving the stadium earlier. And even arriving at the stadium, AG, Nick, and Raff, it was weird to see, every program does their thing differently, but to see Dion come in a separate vehicle than the team and security and entourage, and, that's the way they do it. That's the way they do it. Yeah. Also, here's something I want to talk about, man, is the balloons came back. And what about this, y'all? 6 sacks. Shedeur was running for his life for a lot of the game. He was running for his life.
I have how about this? I have statistics from True Media Sports on Nebraska's pressured. The pressure statistics on Shedeur Sanders. So we'll let you know.
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. Also, Travis Hunter. Hunter got a few, like I said, in there. Horn had some big returns, but overall, it was a Nebraska dominant game, which we'll discuss when we come back, folks. It's Monday morning. It's Victory Monday. It's The Drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through September 15th, enjoy 8-ounce USDA Choice Boneless New York Strip Steaks for $7.99 each. USDA Choice Boneless Beef Crock Pot Roast for $4.99 per pound. Fresh salmon fillets for $9.99 per pound. And Bush Light 30 packs for just $18.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116. Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats. Dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people. Small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, Member FDIC.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
The internet headache always starts in the contract. Buffering, hidden fees, connectivity problems, regular outages. What a pain in the asterisk. But there's a cure and a way to stay connected, headache-free with Allo Fiber. No contracts, no secret fees, no robots repeating the same thing over and over. Just fast-acting, painless internet, doctor's orders. Break free from fine print misery. Switch to Allo Fiber now to get real speed and support simplified. Visit allofiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are out of the gate for September with a very special GMC sales offer. We must move out all new GMC truck inventory fast. So right now at Koppel, we are offering true GM supplier pricing for everyone. Yes, you heard right. True GM supplier pricing on all GMC Sierras. That's over $12,000 off on select models. That's GM supplier pricing, $12,000 off on Sierras. Do not wait. Stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Hour 2 is proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance, you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more. And over the break, Jay Foreman, the Hall of Famer, gifted me a T-shirt from his new collection.
Yes.
Black Shirts for Life.
I can't wait to rock that one, man.
All you got to do is go to jforeman44.com and you can pick up your official Black Shirts for Life T-shirt. So
sweet.
So if a black shirt gives me a black
you are
shirt,
not an honorary black shirt.
Does that make me,
I turned it off. I turned him off. See, this is we just can't have this slander.
No, I didn't
on
say
the airwaves.
No, I didn't say a black shirt. Like I know only a black shirt is a black shirt. That's from Charlie McBride. That's from Tony White. But does that give me like black shirt emeritus or something?
No. You're just a fan.
This is called a gift.
Ooh, black shirt. I was just gonna say, Jay gave me one of those last week, and he goes, "Here's this." I said, "Thanks, Jay." And I just said, "You know what? This is just a T-shirt. This is a gift."
Yeah.
From a black shirt.
From a black shirt.
To a friend.
There you go.
That's it.
It's a nice.
No, I never said black shirt. I know that is.
You essentially just kind of did.
No, I didn't. I said, I was like, does it give me like a side title? Like,
no side title.
No.
Oh, how about black shirt roadie?
No.
No,
Let's
absolutely
that's a
not.
little too far. Okay, so guys, let's get to one of these texts because there's a couple of interesting ones on here. The fact Nebraska talking about, Shedeur Sanders leaving the field early. Raff, AG, AD, guys' opinions on that. Do we care?
No.
I'm going to say this real quick again. I could care less if you left the field.
Thank you.
2 minutes before, 20 minutes before. Coach Osborne's words. That's their business.
Yeah, that was their business. Injury thing. It wasn't going to be much. I mean, knowing their offense wasn't moving the ball with him or without him very well. So yeah, just a coach's decision, a team decision.
I think there's also something to be said about if they knew Nebraska students were going to rush the field, there's safety pieces involved,
that
right?
too, facts.
We talk. I think that's more of it than the injury piece of it, because from a security and safety standpoint, you've been drinking all day. You got intoxicated college students. Not great for maybe one of the more polarizing and public figures in college football. Doesn't blend well sometimes because it takes one bad incident or one bad instance to ruin it all for everybody. And then Nebraska gets put in this negative light about because it's a reflection on the Nebraska football program. So I have zero issue with it.
Yeah, no, that's good. I didn't see any. I'm better than him coming up to the 50-yard line with the coach, shaking hands and showing his rollie. I'd rather my husband go home but see him going early. See ya. Bye. Safe travels.
Well, the final, of course, was 28-10 in that game. Some of the stats from there were 6 total sacks by Nebraska. They sacked Shedeur 5 times. They sacked him once. Shedeur finished up 23 of 38, 1 interception, 244 yards, 1 touchdown. Long was long. Raiola 23 for 30, 185 yards, 1 touchdown. The long was 36 yards. Dante Dotwell led the rushing. I'm going to talk about Dante for a second. AG, you were there at the game. What did you think about the way that Dante ran the ball? Just in general, the whole team, but Dante finished with 17 carries for 77 yards. Tough yards, too.
Ran the ball great. I say decisive through the hole, hit the hole fast. So as linemen get into their run fits, it's all married together very well, because when you have a run game like that, you have a running back like that, then it puts a defense on his heels, because they know that he's know how, in terms of dropping his shoulder pad, ran pad level low, He exploded through guys. So when you have a guy on film that you got to watch and prepare for like that, he's sending a message to the next team to say, hey, you got to make sure you're pad level low. If not, he's going to win. So I saw that. I love that. I'm not sure if he had a whole lot of blitz pickups back there, but I know, Dylan had a clean pocket the whole day. A few times they got back there, but other than that, when you have a balanced run and pass, that's what it kind of, they marry together to make sure it helps out the team getting up the field in the first half.
There was some plays. There was talk about whether Shador had a concussion or not. I know Texter sent in 6696. I did see that to where potential chance of concussion, because that last hit he took, I think our player got penalized for that.
Yeah, that was the targeting penalty.
Yeah.
I think here's the thing though, guys. Back to Dowdell. It's an example of the running back situation that we were concerned, or at least talking about, referencing to 3 weeks ago when Nebraska had 4 running backs listed as co-starters, if you will, on their depth chart. It sorted itself out because it looks like Dante Dowdell.
100%.
He came out with a mission,
right?
And he and Ramir Johnson got the bulk of the carries, and so now it feels like you saw Nebraska's RB1 for the time being on Saturday night in Dante Dowdell.
And I'll tell you one thing: it shows you what you can do over the summer, because Dante did not look that quick and agile in the spring game, and what we saw of him, and he is a different person.
He is, Raff. And like what you just mentioned, AG, we were at that spring game, and there was that run that Dante did. Well, he did score, but he didn't look very quick at all.
Yeah,
in that summer, like you mentioned, he looks like a different, completely different running back.
Jumping people.
Yeah, you get comfortable in the offense. You're reading the run fits, the tackles, the guards coming around, pulling blocks. All that kind of speeds up. I say spring ball coming in, especially him being a transfer in, he had to get a lot of adjustments, learning the verbiage of the offense, learning the play calls, learning the audibles. You got all that on the frontal lobe. So now he had all the spring ball. He had all the summer training to get fit, get faster, get leaner, then also now get more comfortable with his guys up front, and then know how they're going to run plays, inside, outside zone plays, toss plays, RPO plays. He knows how to, his footwork, how he has to adjust it to hit it fast or get upfield. And like you said, like I saw, running pad level low and getting upfield fast. And that puts a defense, I say linebackers on front, let them know on notice, be like, hey, when 23's getting the ball, or if he's in the backfield, this is what we got to get ready for. Because if we're not ready, he's going to pick up 2-3 yards at a time, and eventually he's going to have a big run like he had in the game. This Saturday.
And Shiloh Sanders found it out right away. And in all seriousness, hopefully Shiloh gets healthy, certainly after the broken forearm. But he found that right away. And that's what I'm saying. He came out, and Dante Dowdell truly, in my opinion, set the tone offensively for the Huskers. They had guys defensively and on special teams on the kick returns, the first couple, that set the tone with their play. But offensively, it felt like the offensive line did a pretty good job. And Dante Dowdell came out and set the tone. I thought also from a big picture standpoint, guys, that Nebraska's offense was relatively balanced. I thought it was pretty good. 35 rushes as a team, 30 pass attempts as a team for Nebraska. So you're running a little bit more. And obviously you're going to do that when you're up 25-0. And I think that's what Nebraska ultimately wants to do. But from a longevity standpoint too, a week after Dante Dowdell fumbles and then leaves the game for a pretty substantial amount of time, just like this staff has kind of talked about, he comes back the next week, is able to get the ball 17 times. Ramir Johnson, it carries it 9 times. Ramir is known as probably the best pass blocker type of running back on this roster. Yep. But Dante Dowdell having 17 carries, is something where around that 20 mark, if Nebraska can get that consistent production and at least 75 yards, Nebraska's going to be in a pretty good spot, I think.
Yeah.
You guys, go ahead, Gene.
No, I was going to say, getting these runners in the game going, it just adds more weaponry. You got the receivers that a defensive coordinator and defenders got to worry about. Then you got 2 backs that's going to be a constant threat on your mind. Like, how are we going to stop these guys? One guy, he's better route runner, and like you mentioned, Nick, Ramirez better pass pro pickup. But then Dante sending that message, sending messages in the first quarter of every game. I mean, that's what we used to do. We used to come out and run the ball 5 plays in a row. And that lets the defense know, man, we got to deal with this for 2.5 hours. Yeah, this is what you're going to have to deal with. And so that sets the tone for the season, not just for that game, but for the season.
And you've seen it the last 2 weeks. Like Nebraska in the UTEP game, it was a little bit different, right? Understanding the opponent, but there was a moment where it was 7-7 for a while, and Nebraska maybe in the score column was not dominating the play, but you look up at the other details, right? Time of possession, you look up, and just the feel of the game. It felt like Nebraska had control despite the score being 7-7. And the way that they were dominating in those columns and in those categories was doing things like running the ball. And you knew that in the third quarter, even in the case against UTEP, late in the second quarter, it took advantage of it to give them that opportunity to have the 30-7 lead going into the half against the Miners. On Saturday, I think you kind of felt the same way. Nebraska came out, established the run game. They took a couple of shots right down the field. They got a couple of pass interference calls against the Buffaloes as well. But then on top of that, in the second half, I found this. I was looking through the drives on Sunday. I was looking drive by drive in chronological order on Sunday. In all but one of the drives that Nebraska had offensively in the second half, which was sloppy at times, they had 9 offensive penalties in the second half. So it might not be, you might not realize this because a lot of those plays were negated or taken away. Yeah. But in that second half, Nebraska ran the ball on their first 2 plays of every single drive except for one. So then you have this, it's not even being conservative. Nebraska as a team averaged over 4 yards per carry.
Right.
They were doing it effectively. Yeah. So yeah, maybe the second half from a procedure standpoint, because of the flags, maybe a little sloppy. But if you look deeper, fans, we got this text on the post-game show where it was like, man, I would like to see Nebraska run the ball more. Well, they ran it on their first 2 plays of every single drive in the second half except for one. They tried to. It just didn't look good because things got negated, and that second half took longer than we could have ever imagined.
One of those reasons why you do that in the second half is just to drain the clock.
Yeah.
Once you establish the run game for fans out there, you got to help your defense out and help your score out, obviously, because when the scoring wasn't coming as fast and hot as it was in the first half, but we have control. We have the scoreboard control, and then we can then drain the clock out with the effective run game, like Nick mentioned here already.
Yeah, now that was the second half too. You see that a lot, just not only in Nebraska football, but a lot of football games. Is you have the big first half, you go in, I don't know, just sort of say a let up, but I mean, it was ugly football, but at the same time, it was like you're up, don't do anything stupid, get the game over with, get the victory, get out of there. So even though the second half was sluggish with penalties, it worked out, for
the
me,
penalties.
Just
the penalties.
Sorry, the refs. We're going to talk about that when we come back. The refs, and I like how the statement that Matt Rule said in the presser too. So we'll discuss that. We'll also just discuss the freshman sensation, Corey Barney. That young man is special. Number 17. He reminds me of a Dana Brenson, Tyrone Hughes type guy. Who are just quick, elusive. So we'll talk about him as well.
He also reminded me of a taller Amir Abdullah.
Yeah,
as a freshman.
Right. Absolutely.
As a freshman, where he was a little smaller, a little quick. Right, he was quick as a senior, obviously, but he bulked up big time. Amir did.
He did. When we come back, we'll also discuss, fellas, game 2, your grades for Dylan Raiola, man, and that offensive line as well. So we'll discuss them as well, defense as well. So we got this taking us all the way to the top of the show. And it's the drive, folks. It's Victory Monday. Victory Monday. 93.7 ticket.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
Raising Cane's is celebrating our golden birthday, but not just with the deliciously golden hand-battered chicken fingers you know us for. We're talking precious metal, baby. We're starting the party by giving away over $100,000 worth of golden prizes, including gold coins, bars, and nuggets. That's right, Cane's got nugs, gold nugs. Visit RaisingCanesBirthday.com for a chance to win a piece of the golden celebration.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Sea-Doo dealership. Score up to $300 off or a free 2-year warranty on 2024 Sea-Doo Sparks and $500 off or a free 2-year warranty on all other brand new 2024 Sea-Doos. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of September. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of motorcycles and watercraft in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down. As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are out of the gate for September with a very special GMC sales offer. We must move out all new GMC truck inventory fast. So right now at Koppel, we are offering true GM supplier pricing for everyone. Yes, you heard right. True GM supplier pricing on all GMC Sierras. That's over $12,000 off on select models. That's GM supplier pricing, $12,000 off on Sierras. Do not wait. Stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping, thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
The internet headache always starts in the contract. Buffering, hidden fees, connectivity problems, regular outages. What a pain in the asterisk. But there's a cure and a way to stay connected headache-free with Aloe Fiber. No contracts, no secret fees, no robots repeating the same thing over and over. Just fast-acting, painless internet, doctor's orders. Break free from fine print misery. Switch to Allo Fiber now to get real speed and support simplified. Visit allofiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. All you got to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders.
You guys, and you look at all the things we heard so much about the scoring explosion of Shedeur, Hunter, and of course Horn. And as far as that goes, Hunter, like I said, you weren't going to stop him. 10 catches for 110 yards. Horn was relatively kept in check with only 26 yards. He did most of his damage, maybe some of the returns and things of that nature, but he didn't do anything as far as down the field. And that's a true testament of the pressure that Big Ty and Nash, and I tell you who else, man, our linebackers I thought played outrageous.
Yeah.
I thought they played some great football, man. They played great ball. Go ahead, brother.
Sorry about that. So I mentioned and I teased it a couple of minutes ago, the pressures of that Nebraska got on Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur was pressured, and this comes from True Media Sports, which they released the analytics side of things. True Media Sports pressured on 22 dropbacks against Nebraska. He was on those plays, 5 of 15 passing for 45 yards and a touchdown. He was sacked 5 times, had a QBR of 1.8. Nebraska, how about this? On 19 of those 22 plays that they pressured Shedeur Sanders on, they rushed just 3 or 4 guys.
That's it. They was getting their home without blitzing. Loved it.
It was. They really were. Yep. And you got, and like you mentioned, AG, and you mentioned this. You said this last week as well, AG. When we were talking about this, can we get pressure on him without blitzing him and keep guys back in their coverages? And we were able to do that.
And that's important because then now you're not subbing in packages, right? You're not putting in because then people know, like the other team will see, oh, they're subbing in their blitz package. They're subbing in another nickel back or what have you to get in there, or another linebacker or D lineman to get some pressure, or the guy that is a space taker that's a big D lineman or something. Those are the telltale signs. Oh man, the defense is subbing in so they could have their blitz packages. So when you do that and you're getting home with 4 or 3 or 4 like they were, then you're putting that defensive coordinator. He's sitting there scratching his head like, what the heck am I supposed to do? Or I mean, offensive coordinator saying like they're not blending. They got guys less than us. 3 guys on the defensive line, and we have 5 to block. How are we not stopping this? So that's the dilemma you put an OC And the linemen are sitting there questioning themselves and talking to one another. Like, are we, mechanically right? Are we doing the calls and audibles amongst ourselves to make sure that we cover up when we need an extra hand? What we got it, we need help, and that's what that offense. And I mentioned that last week going into the game. And then real quick on Jimmy Horn, and they did their job with those receivers. Keeping Jimmy Horn Jr. when we thought, I say this is going to be one detailed guy. If you don't put somebody on him, or if you don't defend him, team wise, then he could be a problem because of the speed element. And they did their job there. So good job to Tony White, understanding that, hey, we got players out there, Travis Hunter 1 and 2, along with Horn, that if they get going, they get revved up, then it's going to be a long night. But it wasn't. So
Well, you look at last year's game and this year's game. I mean, last year Nebraska's defense kept them in check for most of the first half, but then turnovers, they got revved up. They started making some big plays, and that gets them going. Like, I just kept on saying all of the game on Saturday, I was like, don't let them have one of those explosive plays. I mean, Hunter had a 30-yard catch, the little crossing pattern.
He's going to get those.
He got that, but there was not a 65-yard. There wasn't anything to where they were celebrating in the end zone, because they're a team of emotion. They never gave them anything to basically hang their hat on, or anything to start that snowball.
Right.
Just a couple more statistics on Nebraska's defense. So Nebraska's defense through 2 weeks allowed 17 points. They've scored 9 points defensively, including the extra points and whatnot. Nebraska's defense has forced 4 turnovers. They've blocked a field goal, and they've allowed 7 first downs on 24 third down attempts. Also, through 2 games, and this comes from Pro Football Focus, Nebraska's defense has blitzed on a 7.6% of their plays. They have 8 sacks on the season, and have pressured the quarterback 33.8% of opportunities.
It was just
that'll play.
Yes, and it is a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty. And Ron, you got a great. I like when you mention this here. You could mention the Buffaloes were pretty banged up, pretty bad after that game. It may set them back for a game or two. And you know what, Ron, to the listeners out there, AG, Raff, and Nick, Coach Osborne, and AG, you know this, would say all the time. I forget what the percentage was, but it was a large percentage of teams we played. They lost the following week as well, because they were physically beat up so bad. And on the field, I'm gonna tell you something. You heard some hitting going on. I mean, offensively and defensively, you heard some hitting. It was football, and a lot of us were looking around each other like, who is this? I mean, they've been thinking about it. Thankfully they knew, they went back to what Nebraska football was built on, the foundation of physicality and hitting you on both sides of the ball and never letting you get comfortable. So you heard those pads popping. It was a thing of beauty. And Hunter and Hill were talking. I mean, they were going at it. And we didn't back, just like that song, man. I forget his name. Tom Petty. I won't back down. I won't back down. Nebraska didn't. And you've seen it in their eyes, because a lot of us were just kind of looking at their body language and their eyes. They were not going to back down or be intimidated by this team whatsoever.
Well, they came out, I think it was the first play of the game when Hunter and Hill matched up with each other, and Hunter and Hill were talking, and Hill kind of gave a little flinch or whatever. I was like, here we go.
Here's a question for you before we take our break. Do you guys know who Colorado's got this weekend?
Yes.
Colorado State.
It is going to.
They got CS
at Colorado State.
Yep.
Here's Colorado and that was a brawl last year. It was a brawl.
Exactly. They played like 6:30 in the morning.
Fight.
Yeah.
People got taken off in carts. I'll just say
they did. They did. You look at Colorado's schedule, man, and we'll say when we come back, we'll obviously talk more Husker football. They got Colorado State at 6:30. They got Baylor. They got UCF, K-State, number 20 Arizona, number 14 K-State.
K-State's gonna be rough.
That's gonna be rough. They got Cincinnati, Texas Tech, number 12 Utah, Kansas, and number 13 Oklahoma State.
Ooh.
Yes, that is a
Kansas at the end.
Yes,
and if those guys are healthy, They got both Kansas and Kansas State got a run game.
Yes.
DJ Giddens Jr. put up 1,200 yards his sophomore year. I think 1,000 his freshman year. Woo!
They got a schedule, man.
And if I'm DCO, I say, hey, bro, we gotta get this ship right now.
We gotta get it. We gotta get the ship right, man, because this ship right now has got some holes in it right now for Colorado, and I love every bit of it.
It starts with the O line, unfortunately.
Yes, indeed.
It starts with the O line.
And you know what, AG? That ain't something you can fix in a week. Those guys are
No.
terrible. That's the bottom line. That O-line, I
It
knew it was bad, but it is porous. Very porous.
It's what I saw in watching film preparing for this game, man. I watched the film and I'm like, man, it's Shador basically. Thank God his dad is Deion Sanders because he has the ability to elude and get past things, to have that ability. I was like, you shouldn't have your quarterback being an athlete just to throw the ball. Like, you should have a quarterback clean pocket like Dylan had and be able to get away throws then because he don't have pressure on him. He could be comfortable, read through it, but now he's gonna have to be a superstar literally every play. But that's great for us because we was able to do that for him. But for Shador and that team moving forward, like we're talking about, they gotta fill up them, plug them holes. If they gotta let other play calls with running backs, and you gotta stay in and help out.
They're gonna
There
do
you
something.
go.
If Shador's to make it through the rest of the season, they're gonna have to do something.
Exactly.
And yes, unknown text 1000. That was a Zigbo that had the bibbies on. The overalls.
Divine Ozigbo. I don't know what you're eating.
Good gosh.
I don't know
Raph,
where
did
you're
you see
living.
him?
Always swole.
But this AG, but he was like super swole this weekend. I looked at him. I was like, good Lord. So you look like you got two 8 months.
He got on something different. He's not in shoulder pads and a helmet no more. He's just in average clothes. That's how Superman looks. So that's what a Zigbo looks like. I saw. It's just a frame of reference,
So is Superman bigger than Batman?
Naturally, yes, but Batman will destroy Superman just to get it right. Don't even start this conversation, Raff. You already got me hyped up at the start of the show because y'all didn't have no energy. Don't get me stop talking about Batman and Superman and who's gonna win a fight. You want to do this?
We got to get the break. And I'm gonna say this though: that toxicity that's in that locker room in Colorado, it showed on that field Saturday because I saw it numerous times, screaming at each other, yelling at each other. But you know what? As Coach Osborne would say, that's their business. Goodbye. When we come back, though, we still want to talk about the beauty of Raiola and how he played in that game, man.
Iceman.
Bump your brakes, Raff. Bump your brakes.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are out of the gate for September with a very special GMC sales offer. We must move out all new GMC truck inventory fast. So right now at Koppel, we are offering true GM supplier pricing for everyone. Yes, you heard right. True GM supplier pricing on all GMC Sierras. That's over $12,000 off on select models. That's GM supplier pricing, $12,000 off on Sierras. Do not wait. Stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies and it will be breezy. See an afternoon high around 90. Tonight, partly cloudy and breezy. Low around 64. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers in the morning. Otherwise, mostly sunny and breezy with a high around 93. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fleck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
HealthLink is elevating the human experience with holistic health, weight loss, nutrition, fitness, and wellness solutions. They offer one-on-one health coaching while personalizing nutrition and wellness plans for structure and simplicity. HealthLink provides nutritious foods such as high-protein entrees, meal replacement snacks, and supplements. But that's not all. If you mention 93.7 The Ticket, you'll get a 5% discount on your order and $20 off your first month if you start a HealthLink subscription. Find your missing link with HealthLink today on the southeast corner of 70th and Pioneers or by phone at 402-858-9356.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Clothes dryer not drying like it should? Could be your dryer vent. Call Bryant for a professional cleaning. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial or residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday, wrapping up another show, a Nebraska Victory Monday show. We're going to have a lot of these this year.
AG and Raff. Rico came in, taking care of Nick. Nick's got to step out for a second. Thanks, Black Shirt. Appreciate you, brother.
What up, dude?
You guys,
chilling.
Enrico, let me get your input on this, man. Raiola, there were so many
He
times.
looked terrible.
Oh,
Lee, amazing.
Oh, yeah. There were times I was glad to see him get hit, though. I was glad to see him take some hits.
He took some hits. Yeah.
The run. I mean, you guys.
Maybe don't let him get hit as hard next time. Maybe cover up the blind side bit.
He got some dirt on him now, which I like to see.
It's important.
He took some hits. Rico, overall, what was your overall? I want to get this from each one of y'all. What was your overall assessment, your overall thoughts on Raiola? 6:30 primetime game. The eyes of the nation were definitely watching that game. What was your thoughts on it?
First half, I think that was the epitome of what Nebraska wants to do on it as a football team. I think that first half kind of encapsulated everything that Nebraska wants to be and how they want to play this entire season out. You had some really good runs from both of your running backs. It's good to see that they kind of cut it back from 4 to 2. And I'm okay with the 2 that they chose, especially with Dowdell getting a decent amount of carries. He had the most carries. Yeah, 17 carries. So get him getting the most carries and then Ramir following behind there. I like that 1-2 punch. And then Dylan Raiola looked extremely comfortable in this hyped up, pumped up Memorial Stadium. Probably one of the loudest environments he's going to play in. Was that one until they have to go to Ohio State. That'll be probably the loudest environment that he plays in this entire season. But to be able to do that there, even though he's not on the field when it's loud, just being around that environment and being able to play the way that he did and stay as calm, cool, and collected as he was, I think that's a really good sign for the future for him and for this offense. Now, in the second half, it was a little, Rule mentioned it in their first game against UTEP, how they, didn't want to take your foot off their neck and finish the game and all that. It didn't look like they were finishing the game or continuing to play with that same kind of intensity and fervor that they were in the first half, which is a little bit concerning, at least on the offensive side. The defense kept it up the entire time, but that's slightly concerning, but that maybe can be chalked up to, the environment and getting all of the juices flowing for the first half and then having to go sit for halftime and then coming back out.
AJ, what's your thoughts on the way that Raiola played?
Man, I say true freshman wise, to have the composure, to have just the experience to know when to throw the ball, when to take the sack, in which he wasn't sacked at all. But just to know that he has that presence in the pocket where he's comfortable, and he reacted the way any quarterback older than him would react to all the pressure in terms of the game pressure. I'm not talking about off the field pressure. I'm talking about the Colorado defensive line getting in there on him. He's able to get out of the pocket, not do nothing, I'll say, not smart with the ball. He was able to throw it away, get it out, or just eat the ball sometimes. So seeing him doing that is like, man, it's just upward and forward with this one. Just continue to play and prepare whatever they're doing to get him ready for the game. Stick to that MO. And then the team will eventually, everybody, not just Dylan, but everybody will start to feel comfortable, because when you start doing things and you stay on that same routine, the things start to fall into place a lot sooner than better. And so with that talent, man, it's just going to be the sky's the limit. Now we'll be watching some fun stuff in the next couple weeks and the rest of the season for Dylan and that offense.
Raff, there was a play in particular where he was running to his right and threw across his body to that one.
Indeed.
What was that? Was that who caught that ball? Was that
Jalen Lloyd?
Was that
was Lloyd on the goal line? It was like he threw it up. Yep. The defensive backs overran the ball and he came underneath it. So that's him working with his wide receiver, working with him to giving his receiver a chance to get the ball, and was able, so those plays like that is just what I'm talking about. Plays like that continue. We'll see that working, them two guys and other receivers and maybe running backs working together.
And it's crazy about that play. That was probably his second worst throw of the day. I mean, mind you, he did throw it 45 yards across the field, maybe 50.
Big no-no throw.
Big no-no throw. But
they started off a no-no throw. Wow.
But they had that play set up. If you go back and watch the films, Lloyd was probably 6 or 7 yards behind him, but it's just the throw. I mean, just the way it was going. The throw,
pressure.
It's a hard throw.
Yeah.
But that he got it out there to give Lloyd a chance to make a play.
Mm-hmm.
And then the touchdown pass to Ramir, probably a no-no throw too, but stuff just falls away. But the thing that impresses me most about Dylan Raiola is the stuff he does, that the small things,
right?
Like the checking out of things. Like some of his most impressive throws to me was he kind of had a sidearm sling out to a back. There's some pressure on him, and he just what he sees and how quickly he processes like that. I mean, it's fun to watch. Nebraska fan, I'd be honest with you. I mean, Nebraska fans are going to be so spoiled. I mean, I hate those comparisons to the Mahomes thing, but I think Chiefs fans forget sometimes just what they see with Patrick Mahomes, some of the stuff he does.
How special it is.
Now he just does it, and it's just expected.
And I feel like that's the way I think Nebraska fans are probably going to get with Raiola, that they're going to get spoiled with the stuff he does that we don't even realize.
I do love the taking the checkdowns, like AD was saying, like AG was saying, the throwing the ball away, eating the sack, taking off and getting a few yards. That first down run was great. He just learned how to slide. So let's get
he
that.
got hit pretty good on that.
So, Will Bolt, please meet with the quarterbacks and teach them all how to slide. Except for Heinrich, he doesn't need to slide. He's a freight train. But him, Raiola taking the checkdowns, throwing the ball away, going through all of his progression. I mean, these first 2 games, I don't know if it's going to be like this. It's probably not going to be like this the rest of the season. But the amount of time that he has in the pocket to go through, nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Let's go back to the first one. All right, let's take the check down. Like it's insane. And you can see him processing everything. You just see the helmet turning and looking everywhere and then just taking the check down. It's not going to be a first down, but it's going to get you a couple yards.
Right.
It might keep you on schedule.
His best play, one of his best plays of the night was the one where he's scrambling around. He runs into the offensive lineman and still has the wherewithal to throw the ball out of bounds. We ended up getting a penalty on the play, or Colorado got a penalty, but just not freaking out because he's running around, going helter-skelter, and all of a sudden composes himself, throws the ball out of bounds. I'm just like, wow. I was like, that's unreal.
Wise beyond his years.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, you got a nice little passing completion rate, 23 for 30. Just think about that. Just 23 for you got 30 attempts, 7 incompletions. As a true freshman coming in an intense environment, it's going to get rough and rough. It just show his training, between the coaching and the training that he does on his own, with Pat and his coach as well. It's going to. I mean, you see the quality, right? Like I think AD you said it, or Nick might have said it. It's the quality there, or Rico might have said it. The quality there will then show, like when the pressure. Then when we play Ohio State, when we play the bigger teams, then we're going to see him reacting to that in a way that we have already seen him react. He's going to be cool, calm, and collective, and not make mistakes.
He doesn't shy away from the spotlight either.
No.
He embraces it. He wants it.
A few
That's
comments.
the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
A few comments. Number one, I'm going to say this about Raiola. I'm just going to leave it this. Poise. Absolute poise. Second thing I'm going to say is this. I thank God I didn't have to listen to that game. Rather, I was able to watch it because no disrespect, but Colt McCoy, we got to do better than that, man.
Okay.
Oh, he did our game?
Okay,
Colt
Colt
did?
McCoy
was not good.
Colt McCoy was very bad.
It was painful.
But
Well, it was his first one.
That
so
was his
that first
first
one.
game.
It's a rough one.
That was his
I've
first-
been there, done that.
I didn't realize
that
that.
was
So I'll give him
first
some
game
grace.
in the booth. They set him up.
Yeah, they did.
That's
set
a
him
setup.
Up. That's a setup.
What
You
was
don't-
the setup?
You don't put your first
Not at
game,
prime time.
your man's first game in the booth, prime time, massive rivalry.
It was bad.
where the eyes of the nation are going to be on you. Put him on a Maction game.
Hey, you know why they did that though?
They did the same thing with Jack Collinsworth and Jason Garrett. I mean, they.
You know why they did it? He's a quarterback.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Don't
he's
you-
a quarterback. That's why they did it. They expect all quarterbacks to get the broadcasting job, and we're gonna put them right in the spotlight. So,
But it's
not
like
saying he's gonna get better.
Yeah, he will.
But this is what I've seen in broadcasting. I've been a part of it myself. They're going to put the quarterback in there first, regardless of who they're from and what their pedigree is, because they feel that the quarterback is the position that knows everything, and it could articulate it better than anybody. And I'm like, that's where sometimes these broadcasting companies, they fall short because they miss a lot of other people, running backs, linemen, former players, wide receivers that know how to talk the game and know their position and then know other positions.
Absolutely.
And so that's where they fall short. So it's not on Colt. They picked him because he's a QB, and that's always their first go-to. It's an easy pick. But this is now he's going to be, he's going to get better. But they got to understand that it's not always because of he's a quarterback. You can look at it, like I mentioned, running back, lineman, D lineman. There's guys, if you search hard and far, you'll find somebody from another position that knows the game better than most quarterbacks. And that's where they fall short in the big broadcasting networks sometimes. NBC, ABC, CBS, I'll put that out there because I've been a product of that. So just letting y'all know.
Two more comments real quick. AG, great assessment on that too, my man. I'll say this. One thing is this. Northern Iowa, Nebraska, you guys, you can't have a hiccup. And what I mean by that, after a game this big, everything goes in that, it'd be easy to say, well, this is Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa is going to be looking at you like, you know what? They looking past us, so let's go and hit them in the mouth early and make it a game. So psychologically, I'm telling these guys already, that game's done. You had Sunday, and I think they're off today too, though. I think Nebraska's off, and I could be wrong, but they're in the regular season. Each about Monday, and whether that's there or not,
I think they watched film today.
They watched film today, and I'm letting them know this game is done. This game is over because guess what? Northern Iowa didn't give a rat's tail what you did last week, a few days ago. So that game is out. It's over done. So forget that game. Third thing I'll say is this real quick. And Starkey, I noticed that on the TV and on social media. Starkey, good morning to you. He goes, one of the other things I really liked is after the game when Raul was looking for his parents and you've seen this offensive lineman around him, like just making sure nothing jumping off. Yeah. He was protected even after that. I love seeing that, Starkey, and I'm glad you brought that up because you can see that on television. There's a few things I've seen it on social media where they're walking around him like his entourage, his bodyguard. And I love to see that. You protecting your guy. I love seeing that until he found his family.
Did you hear what Dylan said Dominic said to him? First thing, he said he finally found his parents. And the first thing Dominic said, still haven't lost to Colorado.
Of course. You got to do that. Keep them on point.
Keep them humble.
Not congratulations. Just still haven't lost to Colorado.
Yep. Keep them humble. I love it.
Hey, you got to keep your guys sharp.
It's perfect that Northern Iowa is a night game, though. I think that helps. If this was going to be an 11 o'clock kickoff, that would have been, sleepy fans still getting into the building by the time the ball gets kicked off and all of that. So it would have been a little rough for that one. But after all of the energy and all that, getting another night game, having all day, obviously all week and then all day to get back into the mindset, I think they'll be set.
Yeah, I agree. Folks, it was an amazing weekend. Rico, AG, Raff, something we haven't experienced here in a very long time. With all the festivities, again, big shout out to Coach Solich being inducted to the Hall of Fame as well. It was great to see him there, Coach McBride. And a big shout out, I would say this too, man, the University Athletic Department for how they welcomed us all back. All the former players, not just the 94, but all the love they showed for all the players that came back across different generations, across different years. And it was definitely a major family reunion for everybody, the entire state of Nebraska. It was a good day. A good weekend to be in Nebraska, and let's keep this thing going, man.
I mean, I did speak to Coach Osborne. He said he's coming on the show one of these days.
Yes, absolutely.
There it is.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take, proudly sponsored by Cigars Lounge, 800 Q Street. Go on there anytime between 12 and 5 p.m. to get 15% off your tab. Just say you listen to The Drive and 93.7 The Ticket. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to Troy Dannon, Coach Rule, and all the game day management people for Memorial Stadium. Incredible job. I love the mix. They've updated the music selection. They get the crowd into it. And I love the idea to have balloons on special events or special occasions.
Yeah.
It was great to see the balloons.
Yeah.
So, you guys, awesome job this weekend. You're all Raff's Good Take.
A quick 80 attitude adjustment for today is going to be short and to the point. Capture moments. There were several when those balloons went off, Raff, on the sideline. I took some pictures of those balloons going off. And it's something I think, like you mentioned earlier, a lot of you guys said, Raff, you brought it up, and AG, Nick, Rico, you alluded to it as well. You're really enjoying these moments, the specialness of it, because I was taking those pictures and just really there for a while. I was sitting next to the ABC camera crew, just with my back on the fence, and I'm looking at everybody, just taking it all in, just literally just sitting on the turf, just watching, just like, man, this is pretty cool, man. Just capturing those moments. So enjoy those moments, whether it's at a game or someplace else. Enjoy and capture those moments.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting there talking to Coach Osborne. I mean, that's one of the best moments I've had in a long time. I had to finally say, Coach, well, I'll let you go now and talk to some other people. So
I don't want to hog all your time.
I know. That's what that felt like. I was like, okay, well. So, all right, everyone. Have a great Monday. Remember, be nice to each other, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raising Cane's, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.